Welcome back for Lower Decks, Season 5, Episode 1 and 2 review. Not really a review, but like a first reaction, if you will. I just need to adjust that. I haven't been up in the ready room for a while doing lives, but figured might as well do it for this one. So welcome back, guys. Need to pull out my trusty iPad so I can see what you guys are all talking about. Welcome back. Um, Interesting. Okay. Where are we here? There's the YouTubes. YouTube doing the things. Woohoo! YouTube. Yeah. So episode 1, season 5, called Dos Cerritos, and then episode 2 entitled Shades of Green, which is better than Shades of Gray. 100%. 100%. All right. But anyway, there we go. So anyway, hope everybody is good, live long and prosper, and all that jazz. Okay, stop making noises. You're fine. Lay down and be quiet. It's for all you guys out there. Lay down and be quiet. Anyway, what's going on here? Ozzy. Sir, it's another starship coming in. It's ISS Cerritos, so is Starbase 80 a prison. Well, it wasn't the ISS Cerritos. It wasn't a Mirror Universe Cerritos. It was just an alternate universe Cerritos. Yes, Rutherford needs a third arm. Lise Tendy is back in the second episode and going to be an ant to save your family money. BJ Tehran, $2. Remarkable. Intriguing. Anyway, yeah, so super chat in. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about it. 16 of you here. Hit the like button. Let's get up to 20. Yeah, but we're back on this new routine, or the old routine, of new Trek being on. So Thursday nights is my first reaction. Usually Fridays are the live reaction. However, this Friday is not going to work. Tomorrow's not going to work. We won't have a live tomorrow. I might do a live in the afternoon, kind of on my personal channel, maybe playing some Star Trek Armada or something. But we won't be doing our review live there tomorrow. That'll be on Monday on this channel, the Trekyards channel. So check that out. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think about these episodes. I found them both really enjoyable. I like any kind of alternate reality, parallel universe type deal. So it was fun. And even the second one, with the whole Orion and Orion thing was great. So yeah, and it's Lynn trying to befriend Rutherford and get Rutherford out of his slump. There's a lot of really good stuff to talk about. So I want to hear from you guys. Super chat in. Let me know your thoughts, and we will discuss them. But yeah. Eric says, found you. I watched something on YouTube on quantum computing and it scrambled my YouTube suggestions, but I figured it out. Good, because I didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. It's still here. I'm still there. It's here, there, everywhere. I don't know what I'm talking about now. Jeremy says, joy, new episode, sadness, last season. Yes, that sums it up pretty well. Just need to grab a drink. Sorry. But yes, I loved the whole thing of Tendy's sister being pregnant and her protecting Tendy by, if according to law, because my baby's going to be the new mistress of the winter constellation, you legally have to train her for 14 years. So I was protecting you. I like that. That's a nice little touch, that I think was quite well done. Um, I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Shoot some stuff at me, as long as it's not bullets, and we will discuss. Like I said, super chat in. I don't have any drinks or anything for super chats, but if you can support the channel, we'd really appreciate it. We don't get a lot of views necessarily for our Lord X stuff, but you know, these lives and the super chats from you guys make all the difference. If you can, please do. We really appreciate it. So, and there will be content related to these Lord X episodes tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our review of the first episode. Second episode review will probably be later on Monday. But the live where we cover both in the same live will be on Monday. So there will be the edited review for episode 1, Dos Cerritos, tomorrow on the channel, and then Saturday and Sunday we also both have content both those days. So check those out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell icon, do all the things you need to do. You know the routine. I don't have to tell you. You're smart. You got it. Figure it out. Nice to see blue Orions again. Yes. It's funny because we were talking about that today, and the animated series, of course, had an actor come in who read the script, read it as Orion. It was just the way he pronounced it. It was wrong, but it was fine. And they were blue, but the ships were also pink, and the slaver weapon episode, the Kanzinti uniforms were pink. They're supposed to be gray. The guy that worked on it apparently had color blindness and thought they were gray. It's fine. So I don't know if the blue is intentional, but I do like that there's different versions of Orions, honestly, because, I mean, look at Earth. I mean, there's many different skin tones and stuff on Earth, so I have no problem with that. But yeah, calling out, you know, it's pronounced Orion, idiot, was great. So yeah, and even the blue Orions in this episode, they kind of had a more animated feel. They had a more simplistic kind of design, which is odd because when you go back and look at the animated series one, which was much more kind of a realistic type vibe, they had like really, I find them pretty detailed, as far as facial and clothing went. So it was kind of interesting they went that way. But I do like that that's addressed. It's kind of like the Andorians and the Aenar, who are also Andorian, but not really. So I think it's fine. And yes, good to see them back. Love that Mike McMahon loves the canon that much that he tied that in and kind of tried to make it make sense. So yeah, that was great. Mike and his team do a fantastic job, and hopefully we'll get something else out of Lower Decks after this, maybe a movie, something. It needs to continue. It's a fantastic show. I think the last day is like November 16th, 14th or 6th. I think it's the 16th, for the last episode. Not November. It was December 16th. Yeah, December 16th. So we'll have it right up to before Christmas. And of course, we're going to be here with the first reaction videos, with the full of breakdown videos, all the live reviews, all the edited reviews. We're going to be here covering it because that's what we do. Dos Cerritos sounds like a new flavor of triangular snack chips. I thought the same thing. They do sound like some kind of Doritos brand chip. Balkans do have dry humor, yes. What do you think of Captain Becky? I liked her to a point, and then, yeah, she's kind of a tool bag for what she did to Mariner. But, yeah, I have no complaints, no qualms about her. So, it is what it is. But, yeah. How many different subspecies of Orions are there? Don't know. Do you know? I don't know. But it's funny because, like I was saying about the animated series, they had those Orions which were blue, and then they also had an episode or two with a green Orion slave girl. So sorry for all the sounds in the background. That's just my dog Lola licking her paw and being disgusting. But you're used to the pug sounds by now. So they actually had green Orions in the animated series as well as the blue ones, and I thought it was a nice callback to reference, and even the mispronunciation of Orion, I think was pretty hilarious. So, and there's also a jab in the first episode, Dos Cerritos, kind of a jab at Gene Roddenberry, because one of the lines that Captain Becky Freeman says is, again, sorry for the sounds, is there's supposed to be no interpersonal conflict on my ship. That was Gene's directive. None of the crew could have disagreements or anything. They were supposed to be perfect. And of course, that's not going to work for a television show. So that kind of got tossed out the window, much to Gene's chagrin. But that was mentioned, and it's kind of funny that it was mentioned. So honestly, I really enjoyed both episodes. I'm glad Lord X is back. Forgot how much I missed it. And I'm wondering why I haven't gone back to rewatch any of them, because they're really good. It's a really enjoyable show. I will have to go back and watch the previous seasons, because every time I watch one, I'm so impressed by the amount of lore, canon, and just good storytelling they put into them, as well as a really great character development. So yeah, I'm happy it's back. I thought both episodes were great. Which episode did I prefer? I think I preferred the first one over the second one so far. They'll definitely get a higher score from me. I mean, the second episode with the planet, freeing itself from money, I like that, because that's obviously something that would have to happen when joining the Federation. Now it's got replicators, there's no scarcity. I like the idea of that. And then people, the holdouts that are like, no, the money's our power, we're not going to give it up that easily. Nice touch. I like that a lot. And then the race, the Solar Sailor race, which I wasn't that impressed with, honestly. Not the biggest fan of the Solar Sailor race. But it was fine. Trying to protect her sister who's pregnant, and it's like, I was born during a sword fight. It's like, wow. Joseph Barbato, happy Thursday. Great to be back for another Captain Foley First Reaction. Yes, these are always fun, hanging out with you guys. And the new opening sequence with the whale probe and Feeder and everything. It's just every season is getting more and more complicated. That's kind of cool. So what was the Great Plague? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I do like the reference to the old Orion ship, though, from the remastered TOS, as well as Strange New Worlds. Those Old Scientists episode had a similar ship. It's not the same. And on Saturday, we do a comparison video talking about the differences between the one we saw in episode 2 and episode 1. Episode 1. Yeah, episode 1. And those other ships. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I was on a point and I just lost it. So check out Saturday's video. Sure. Oh, a Great Plague. Oh, yes. And that goes back to what Tendy's been saying all along about the Orions. They're not all pirates, blah, blah, blah. And I love that the ship is like 300 years old. And it's like, it's a medical ship. We had medical ships. Back then we did. And then their culture kind of embraced that pirate lifestyle, I guess. And that's what they're kind of known for now. So it's just a thing. Yeah. Eric Martin says, gotta love Gene making a rule outline interpersonal drama in a drama sci-fi series. That'll work. Yeah. Kind of a stupid idea and decision. But that was his vision of the future, that humans had evolved to the point where there would be interpersonal conflict or whatever. So, as silly as that is, just sorry, a little bit thirsty. All right. Fleet Paw is here with $2. Thank you so much, Fleet Paw. Fears be gone, Fleet Paw's along. Lower decks, lower decks, lower decks. Come on, everybody chant. Lower decks, lower decks, lower decks. With all the Strange New Worlds graphics in the background for some reason. Random. BJ says, in the second episode, I thought I spied Lake Ontario on the planet. Well, funny thing about that, the Great Lakes are in fact in an episode of Enterprise. One of the very first planets they go to, you see the Great Lakes, but they're turned upside down. Literally, all of the Great Lakes turned upside down, still in the same configuration. So I didn't notice that, but I'll have to go back and take a look before our live review or during the live review, because that's pretty funny, if that's the case. Fleet Paw, I like the Solar Sailors themselves, and there can never be enough Devana or Derricka. Erica, lol. Drooly faces, yes, yes. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I love how that all played out too, with both the Orion factions losing their wealth and all that, and the stupid blue Orions having to basically be servants to Tendy's family after they get the gold and the jewels and all the money from that planet. So hold on, I just got to fix one thing up here that kind of had fallen over. It's very unacceptable. There, that's better. Now it shan't fall over. All right. Solar Sailors were fine. I wasn't the biggest fan of that whole thing, that whole sequence. But it is what it is. The Scottish Nightmare, Tholians, Apollo and V'ger were added. Yep. Matt Boardman, we saw the medical ship in Strange New Worlds last season during the crossover episode, I believe. You believe wrong, sir. We do a comparison video. It's similar. Definitely has the Orion features that ship had, but it's actually a different ship. We do some really good analysis and breakdown of that, which will be our Saturday video. So, yeah. And that ship wasn't a medical ship. That was, I believe, a science ship, science vessel, and those old scientists. Good to see you, Matt. I haven't talked to you in a long time. It's not like we were just killing bugs for the last couple hours before this live. Helldivers for democracy, for freedom. Matt says at least that class of Orion ship. Nope, it's not the same class. It's different. Joseph Barbato got in the spirit in his lower decks. Lower decks. Noriko, I am so in love with season 5 already, and I just love Becky Mariner, her hairstyle. Yeah, the hairstyle looked good. How can you go by that? I feel like I aged 15 years just saying it. I think that's pretty hilarious. Look, carpet restored, vacuuming. Carpet's important on a starship, don't you know? Red alarm. Says Ozzy. Gastrel says, tacky switch row. I thought that was a reference to Star Wars The Acolyte. Tacky switch row. I doubt it, because that episode would have been recorded before The Acolyte came out, so no. I don't think so. Eric Martin says, how's the DS9 model coming along? It's not. It's downstairs in a box. Maybe one day I'll have it built and lit and put here. Although by the time that happens, this room won't be this room anymore. This room will be Sylvia's office, and all this shit will be downstairs. So we'll see. The Scottish Nightmare. We need more cute cutenies in Star Trek. Yes. Why are you being so nice? Because this is a cutiny. If you're gonna mutiny, just mutiny. Yeah, it was good. It's interesting. I like that they dove into the Orion culture a little bit, because the blue skins or the Orions said they were a patriarchy, and then in Enterprise, of course, we learned that the women, the slave women, quote unquote, are actually the ones in charge, controlling the men with their pheromones. So I love that there's those two different kind of versions of Orion culture, which is neat. Tendi will be an ant. Yes. Ozzy, Becky access code still workers on this other Cerritos. Well, it was Captain Becky Freeman's code on her own ship. So of course it would work. It wasn't the other ship. So Scottish Nightmare. I like that Tallinn drew herself on the shuttle with the rest of them. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I'll have to take a look at that when we do the review. It's something I did not notice. But Noriko. But I wonder when Tallinn said those rifts spawn strangely much right now. Is that a tease on this season's what this season's story is going to be? Probably, very likely. Jack Quaid's been on record saying that there's going to be a few cameos that are going to blow people's minds. We already know about Garrett Wong, whatever his name is, however you pronounce it. I think it's Wang, but anyway, Ensign Kim. We've already seen that at the end of the trailer, multiple Kims. So that's one, but there will be others apparently. So yes, if that's, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if that's something that's going to be a thing. Because even Captain Freeman at the beginning of the first episode said, yeah, it's kind of one of our missions now to just go and close these things because they've been appearing. That's kind of cool. What does that mean? I don't know. Switcheroo. Tacky switcheroo. Oh, it wasn't a reference to the Acolyte. Like I said, this episode would have been recorded long time before the Acolyte came out. So no. Fleet Paw. Becky Freeman can throw me in the brig any day. Just don't be too hard with the riding crop. Yeah. Sam mentioned something about the riding crop, and I'm like, riding crops aren't necessarily a bad thing. So, yeah. Matt Borman, Garrett Wang is pronounced Wong. Garrett Wong. Is that the Wong way to say it? I hope it's the right way. Ozzy, I mean the other Becky who which to this other Cerritos, the real Becky access codes still work. What? Okay, so the Captain Becky Freeman, went to the Cerritos. Pretty sure she wouldn't know Mariner's access codes. Mariner on the other Cerritos just said override authorization or whatever she said. She was the captain, and it was in her ready room, the captain's ready room. So that's probably why it worked. I don't know. It's fine. Ozzy. Oh, read that one. Sorry. Eric says, wow, kinky fleet paw. Yes. I would never do such things like that. Noriko. Also, we We didn't had a body swap episode in Lower Decks in season 5, just a tease that they did in season 1. Believe, but just as a side nude. Body swap. Don't know exactly what you mean by that, but yeah. I do like that this one tied in the sarcastic Vulcan salute. Almost, I think it was the exact same animation from, I think it was the first episode of season 1. That was a nice touch. Well, that's how that feels. Poor Becky, Starbase 80. Well, no, her mom is at Starbase 80. Most of her ship are Briggs, yeah. Noriko, Ozzy, remember that Mariner, her full name is Becky Mariner Freeman. As she said today, should have stuck with my middle name. Yes. Matt Boardman said, oh my God, that was a brilliant tie-in. Made me legit. LOL. Feetpaw, Foley is an angel and not at all kinky in the least. I will neither confirm nor deny these things that you say. Anywho. So, yeah, I think season 5's off to a great start. It's a little bit, it's bittersweet because we got new Trek back for 10 weeks, well, 9 weeks because they released 2. And it's Lower Decks, so it's going to be good. We're going to see a lot of cool stuff. But it's the last season, so. But I think the first 2 episodes really were great. The first one was by far my favorite so far. Second one had no issues really, but I also, one things I really like about the first episode is Utherford. You're calling him Utherford? Yeah. It's awesome, man. Or whatever he said. Well, that's adorable or whatever. But yeah, Utherford is kind of, and also the whole thing of, because the Cerritos, our Cerritos got sucked into their dimension, right? So I love that there was the whole debate as to which was the prime universe, the prime timeline, and then the freakishly weird one. I think that was great. Billups being King Billups, nice touch. And then in the second episode, talking to Rutherford, and Rutherford's like, yeah, I don't know what I would do if my mom got me a dragon. Good luck, man. Billups just his shirt burst into flames. I thought that was hilarious. They're doing good work with this show, 100%. So yeah, it's nice. I don't know if they're gonna do a movie, Ozzy. I would hope so. You guys gotta watch it. You gotta go on Paramount Plus and watch it. You gotta watch it legitimately. Watch them all within like 20, 21 or 23 days of them coming on the streaming service. Watch them all. Don't skip anything. Watch it. And that shows good metrics. That shows that people are really interested in it. Same thing we heard when Prodigy was on YouTube, because the streaming services are all the same. If you watch the content within like 23 days of it coming out, that's a really good metric. If you watch it all, that's fantastic. So if you want to show Paramount and some of the dipshits that are in charge who decided that this show's going to be this is going to be the last season, show them that this is something that we want. You need to watch it. Also, check out, and I hate to say this, but watch our reviews, watch our Lower Decks content, because I know for a fact that there are people that are looking at breakdown videos and reviews on YouTube that are either working on the show or working at Paramount. They're gauging interest, and in the past, our Lower Decks episodes and reviews have not got the best numbers. Neither has Prodigy, which is weird because they're both fantastic, the most Star Trek of Star Trek new shows. But because they're animated, a lot of people haven't even bothered to check or watch it. And it's a little bit sad in that regard. So yes, make sure you do everything you can to support Lower Decks when there's when it's released on Blu-ray or whatever, buy the complete seasons. Support the show, even though it is technically the last season. If you want to get a movie or you want something else from Lower Decks, they need to see the numbers to justify the fact that they're going to make money off of it. So you need to participate, view, comment, like, do all of the things on Paramount Plus. On I don't even think it's on Crave in Canada right now. I think it's just Paramount Plus that I can watch it on. But you need to do all that stuff. It's really important, and we want to make sure that people like Mike McMahon get to make more of the Star Trek that we want to watch. Noriko, last on Paramount, as they always say. Maybe somewhere else they continue or they go live action. They won't go live action. They're not going to do a live action version of Lower Decks. If they do, it might be part of an episode. It would be cool if that's how the final episode of this season ended, with somebody on a holodeck, maybe even them in live action, watching some of their old adventures or something. It'd be cool. I think they could do it. But they're not going to go a live action series or renew it or anything like that. If anything, it'll be a movie. Will they do a live action movie? Very doubtful. Very, very doubtful. I think it would still be animated. But yeah, I like the idea. I like that concept, but they're not going to do it. Rutherford needs a third hand. Yes. Tindy is die in another universe. No, she didn't die. She went back to being a pirate. The alternate universe Boimler said, yeah, there's a Tindy in our universe, which went back to being a space pirate, and Rutherford's never got over it. All right, this thing is pissing me off because it's not doing what I want it to do. I'll turn that off. Oh my God. Okay. Perfect. Hopefully that works. Fleetpaw, this is where hashtag Save Star Trek Lower Decks is going to be needed. Netflix listen test with Prodigy. Hopefully they do the same with Lower Decks too. Prodigy was different because Paramount dumped it and they already had a season 2 in development. So it was ripe for being picked up by somebody else. For this being the last season of Lower Decks, chances are, because there's nothing else in development, this is billed as the final season. I doubt very much that anybody would be looking to pick it up, or that Paramount will be dumping it to the point where somebody else can buy it, because it's still on Paramount Plus. It's weird how that works. I would love Netflix to pick it up and make another season, but we're not even sure we're going to get another season of Prodigy, which absolutely demands another season. So I don't know what's going to happen with it. That's the fact that literally Paramount just said fuck Prodigy and took it off their streaming service. It was just gone, and available for purchase. Now, there are rumors that the people behind the scenes were like, oh, we really like Prodigy and we want it to succeed, so we're going to shop it around and have somebody buy it. Because that's what I doubt that. But anyway, we got season 2 finished, thank God. So will we get a season 3? Fucking hope so. Noriko says, chat, watch Lower Decks. No ad blockers. Turn off all stuff so the metric system catches your watch. And yes, watch reviews about Lower Decks and help out the community. Let the upper ones know. Exactly. Matt Boardman, it'll end with Riker on the holodeck. That'd be hilarious. And they could definitely do that, whether it be animated Riker or live action Riker. I think that's fucking hilarious. It'd be funny if it was live action Riker and live action Boimler, the Section 31 Boimler, who reunited with Riker for some reason, and they're on the Titan in the holodeck. Yeah, I think they might do that and have that play like the last episode of Enterprise, but not disrespectfully. Do it in a good way. So that dude Vince, we just watched the first 2 episodes, really enjoyed them. Yes. Nariko, I just watched Disco again, and God, I hate the pizza cutter ship. So stupid. Turning main hulls. The Scottish Nightmare. Ransom seemed very concerned that Boimler's communicator wasn't working. That was fucking hilarious. Do you need me to send you another one? Is your communicator working? And then later, when the robot took their comm badges off and put them in the jail cell, and then they got out and they put their badges back on, I thought it would have been fucking hilarious if he put Mariners on by mistake and tapped it to talk to Ransom, and it turned out they put Mariners on, so that Ransom was like, "Are you still calling me from Mariners comm badge?" They didn't go there, but I thought they were going to. It's just a small thing, but it would have been kind of funny. So anyway, yes, that was hilarious. The gardening robot. Oh my God, I forgot to water them. Maybe they need fertilizer. That was great. Anyway. That dude, Vince. My fiance says that Rutherford needs his emotional support tendy. Yes. Nariko, I would welcome more Sovereign class cameos in season 5, or even making more first sights of fresh build Odyssey classes. That'd be cool. Matt retracted his message. Did I upset you in some way, Matt? The Scottish Nightmare, they need to get Shatner to voice an episode. Yeah, that'd be cool. Will Shatner do it? Probably not. It's Shatner. It would be cool if he did, but I don't think he will. So. Jamie Caulfield, finally binge watched Prodigy. Really enjoyed it, though could have done without some of the Picard references in the last several episodes. I think it's fine. Joseph Barbado, Boimler's Bointers. That was funny. Yes. I have some pointers for you guys. I wouldn't call them pointers, though. What would I call them? Folters? Stooters? None of those things, because those are all stupid. So, no. But yes, that was funny. Matt Boardman, oh no, I reread what I said and it was poorly written. I was just saying that thank goodness Paramount had faith in Prodigy when Paramount Plus didn't. So Paramount had faith in Prodigy, but Paramount Plus is a different entity? Mark Lawrence throws in $20. Thank you so much, Mark. A super chat. That is awesome. I would encourage you guys to super chat. Usually I would have a drink or something and take a drink every time you super chat, but I didn't bring anything up. So I just have water. But I would love a few super chats. It helps out the channel. It shows support for Lower Decks. I don't know. But yeah, if you can, please do. If not, that's cool too. I do love these first reactions where I kind of read everybody's comment and kind of have a good conversation with you guys about the episodes. Anything in particular you guys want to talk about, just let me know. But super chats make all the difference. Anyway, what did Mark say with his $20? Late, late, late. I'm late. Here's a 20. Lower decks, lower decks, lower decks, lower. Thank you, Mark. Stewenters? Matt Boardman, yes, Paramount and Paramount Plus have different budgets under Paramount Global. Andy is back on the Cerritos, yes. Andy says you can call them Foley facts. I like that. Should be a new series on my personal channel. Facts with Foley. That being said, I said I was going to get back into doing rant videos, and I haven't made one of those in a while. Indeed. Listen to all this snoring and pug sounds, I tell you what. Fleetbot says I could do without the Odyssey classes. I don't think Fleetbot likes the Odyssey. I could be wrong, but I'm never really wrong, so no. Matt Boardman, so Prodigy was being developed by Paramount and Nickelodeon, and it was being streamed on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus made some deal when they merged with Showtime that removed Prodigy for some reason. Okay, that makes more sense. Not really, but I understand what you're saying. It seems stupid that Paramount and Paramount Plus are different. You would think that Paramount is the mother corporation. Paramount has been around forever. So when they made Paramount Plus, that Paramount would have oversight over Paramount Plus. But I get that Paramount Plus is Paramount Plus because the plus is other people influencing it, perhaps. So I get it, but I don't get it. It just seems kind of stupid and silly. The Scottish Nightmare. I wonder if Boimler going on the bike wrong was a reference to the Cardassian ships. Possibly. Joseph Barbato, the warp core on the floor behind you. Did you get that on Etsy? No, somebody 3D printed that for me for my 50th birthday. It's really great. It's really fun. Looks really awesome. I was wondering, where the hell is that the remote for it? No, that's the remote for the other thing. Here's a remote. You can change the colors, you can change the patterns of the pulsing. It's not plugged in right now, though. Really? For the love of God. Yeah, you snort at me. Oh, I found it. It's over here. This is the remote for that. Anyway, no. Didn't get it on Etsy. It's large. It's a very large 3D printed warp core, which is really friggin' great. Looks fantastic. Although the adapter that plugs into the wall gets really fucking hot. So I don't know if I trust it. Nariko, also with so many universers, or we call them mirrorversers. Anyways, there is one where Tendi is my wife, and just knowing that makes me happy. Yeah, it's not all the mirror universe, guys. There's only like one mirror universe. But then there's like parallels where there's multiple. It's multiverse. That dude Vince, the rant videos were fun. The PS5 one had me rolling. It had you rolling, but you're not hating. Anyway, Nickelodeon was owned by Viacom, which is all part of Paramount Global now anyways. Hello, Donnie. Matt Boardman, yeah, it was all very confusing because of all the companies under Paramount Global and Global's umbrella. Paramount Global gets shortened to Paramount frequently, so it's hard to keep straight who is who. Yeah, they need to fix that. They need to come up with a way to differentiate that kind of shit, because that's just silly and stupid and dumb and awful and stupid and dumb and kind of dumb. And what is what when referring to Paramount these days? Right? Donnie says I had fun watching the double episode season 5 premiere of Lower Decks this morning and this afternoon. Scottish Nightmare, how much power does the warp core generate? How much power could a warp core generate if a warp core could generate power? I don't know. None that I'll admit to. I mean, might be enough to power a small country, but maybe it's not. It's very likely not. Peepaw says, you are correct. I don't care for it. Nothing against Thomas Maroney, but she's just not my cup of tea. I find her to be a bit too big. Well, Thomas Maroney didn't design that. He didn't design the Odyssey class. That was a Star Trek Online contest to see who could design the next Enterprise. And a gentleman by the name of, is it Steve Earle? Adam Earle. Adam A-H-R-E. That's his last name. I believe that's his name. Anyway, he won the contest. We've had him on the channel a few times to talk about the design and the whole process of going through and being the designer of the next Enterprise. And that was an exciting time. That was when Star Trek Online like first came out. So yeah, he's the designer. Thomas Maroney just built a new model of it for the game and kind of made some changes. Gregory Brackett, I miss these Elcar's side evening chats. Happy we have New Trek to get these open forum lives again. I do late night lives on my personal channel. So if you're not subscribed to my personal channel, go over there. I usually do them from the library, which is the next room over. I'll do more in here because I do like this kind of environment, but it's just not always conducive to film in this room. So for various reasons. But yeah, if you're not subscribed to my personal channel, Fleetpot, share my personal channel so that Gregory can go subscribe over there if he hasn't. There's a link in the description of the video, of all of our videos. But if you enjoy these late night, just free flow discussions, because this is technically about the first reaction to the 2 episodes, but we always go off the rails and just talk about whatever. Same with my late night lives. I just talk about anything you guys want to talk about. So. Noriko, okay, then Captain, you have to explain. What's the difference between a mirror universe and the rifts? Isn't the concept the same, a parallel universe where some stuffs are different? No, the mirror universe is literally good people in our universe are bad people in that universe. And it's the Terran Empire, and it's got the symbol. That's the mirror universe. That's one of the thousands of different multiverses. You want an explanation? Go watch the episode of TNG called Parallels, where you see like 150 Enterprises on screen. One is Riker looking all haggard, and the Borg had taken over in our universe, and the Federation's on the brink of destruction, and then his ship blows up. That's the parallel universes. There's only one mirror universe, the Terran Empire universe. That's the mirror universe. The other ones are not mirror universes. They're just parallel realities, parallel universes, other dimensions, the multiverse. There, I explained it. Look it up on Memory Alpha if you have any more questions. Matt Boardman, I think now that there's no Paramount TV division and it's just all under CBS television, that will make it a little less confusing. Probably. Defiant is here. Hail to all. I'm taking a break from the adventure of the first captain of the Enterprise F, hoping all is well with all of you. Good to see you, man. Fleetpot's sharing everything. My PS5 rant. How about BS Lies? My rant alert supplemental, PS5 and BS Lies. That was alive. Matt Boardman says, the Odyssey class shall haunt Fleetpaw dreams tonight. 2 necks. He's going to see creatures with 2 necks and then zoom out. And as he zooms out, he realizes that they're on a ship. And as he pulls out even further, you see a star field behind it. As you pull out even further, you see the front of the ship come into focus. And then underneath the saucer section, there's 2 necks. Everything has 2 necks. Defiant says he loves the Odyssey. That dude Vince says, yeah, watch Parallels from TNG. It kind of shows how many parallel universes there can be. The mirror universe is a specific universe in canon. Yes. He answered the question for me. There you go. The Scottish Nightmare. Too big. The Odyssey size is at least consistent with the development of the ships, unlike the new ones. You know what's up. Yes. Enterprise G. Enterprise. Get bigger. G. Yeah. Fleet Pilot, yeah. Design the Enterprise F. Design the Enterprise F Part 2. Then he shares my personal channel. So if anybody's not subscribed to my personal channel and likes these kind of conversations or chats, feel free to subscribe over there. If you want, anybody that's here that does enjoy my personal channel or live videos and want to see it in this room, let me know. I have no problem doing it in here. It's just a lot easier to set up in the other room and get ready for a live than it is for this one. It just takes more time. And this room also gets a little bit warmer with the lights and stuff, so. Peepaw says, not particularly Matt Borman. I think Philadelphia traffic is going to haunt my dreams tonight. Mark Lawrence, at one point, there are over 200,000 enterprises. Yes, but can you see and count every one of them? No. Enrico, okay, got you. I have to, excuse me, I'm still just a new Trekkie. Still a lot of, hey, this is the place to be and the community to be in, because I know my Trek, Sam knows his Trek, and the community, all of you guys that are watching live are also huge Trekkies. Sometimes they know stuff that I forgot or I can't remember or just didn't know, and they chime in. So this is a great place to be. But you should also check out my personal channel. My personal channel isn't just about Star Trek. I have other interests like Star Wars and Transformers and Sherlock Holmes and Battle of the Planets and horror movies and Predator and Alien, and I got a lot of other interests. Please ignore my pugs. But yeah, if you're interested in that kind of content, go check that out. Really, I don't know, I want to say really good video coming tomorrow on the Captain Foley personal channel, but it's one that's kind of, it was made spur of the moment, and I kind of enjoy it. It kind of, well, you'll see. Just go watch the video on my personal channel tomorrow, and we'll talk about it on one of my other lives. I don't want to spoil anything, but you okay? Hey, you're not in a comfortable position. Hey. Oh, wow. You should move because you're not breathing adequately. It's fine. Richard Johnson says, I called V'ger showing up for the opening credits battle last year. Didn't think it would be the Cloud, though. Fleetpaw, oh God, Foley with 2 necks. Does that mean he has a 3rd head now, too? Funny. Joseph Barbado, I don't know. I kind of like the Odyssey class. I can't wait to get the XL version when the new Starship collection comes out. There you go. Fleetpaw, you're out of luck. Noriko, Odyssey is just beautiful. The Titan renamed to Enterprise G is just stupid. An absolute downgrade and no real reasoning behind it. Naming it USS Picard would have made more sense. 100%. 100%. But we've had this debate many times. No need to get into it here. Hey, these 2 episodes of Lower Decks were pretty good. Episode 1, Dos Cerritos, and Episode 2, Shades of Green. That's what we're supposed to be talking about, but it's fine. These always go off the rail, especially at this point in the live. So it's fine. Generally, food will be brought up within the next 6 minutes, because at the hour mark, somebody always brings up food for some reason. So it's just a thing that happens. I just want to summarize right now real quick. I liked both episodes. I'm glad season 5 is on the air. It's a sad state of affairs, and it's bittersweet that it's the last season, but it is what it is. We'll watch it. We'll review them all. Check us out every Friday We'll do the live review, except for tomorrow. We're not doing one tomorrow because other things are happening. So our live review of these 2 episodes will be on Monday. But there will be an edited review tomorrow. And then Saturday and Sunday both have our Lower Decks content as well. So tune in tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You know the routine. Defiant says, Chapter 12 of the story takes place in the Dominion War. I'm taking a break from the captain's adventure on the F. Take her back to the Dominion War and provide some backstory. Cool. Fleetpaw, I know a lot of odds and end-type minutia. 1, because I read a lot, and 2, because I'm boring as fuck and don't do anything other than refresh Star Trek minutia and learn Klingon. That sounds accurate. Terrence Child says, I miss hearing Picard's speeches. Then go watch TNG. Joseph Barbato, episode 1 was the best of the 2 so far. 100% yes. Yes, episode 2 wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. But yes, out of the 2, I would definitely prefer the first one. Defiant says, I am making a salad tonight with buffalo sauce. Sounds good. Hopefully there's chicken in it as well. That'd be great. Buffalo chicken kind of salad. Joseph says, we have to start talking about food soon. See? Who wants Burger King? Hey, I could go for a Whopper. Fleetpaw says, I saw the title Shades of Green and thought, shit, Eclipse show. Glad I was disappointed. LOL. I thought the same thing. Yeah, I thought it was going to be Shades of Grey. Or at least tied to it, like somebody was in sick bay or something because they got attacked by a branch on a planet. It's fine. I haven't seen these old cards in a long time. I miss them. Glad you guys enjoy them. Mariko, also, are the blue Orions now like slave Orions? But aren't the male green Orions already slaves to the female Orions? So a sub-slave species of Orions, or how I understand the Orions now. No, those are just two houses or 2 factions that were in the Orion Syndicate. The Blue Orions and Devon Attendee's family. So what happened was, because they both lost their fortunes, essentially, obviously Tendy's got hers back with the reclamation of all this gold and jewels and money from this planet that had given up capitalism. And so they have power again, and the other guys didn't. And even at the beginning, when the pirate queen is saying, you don't have anything to really lose, the Blue Orions, because they're not very successful. So now they're not slaves. They're hired, or they work for Tendy's family. They're not slaves. They would be paid. Tendy doesn't believe in the whole Orion pirate thing. And yes, you're right. An enterprise that is established that the females of the Orion species with their pheromones actually control the males. So it's not a patriarchy, it's a matriarchy. But yes, you know as much as we do, essentially. No, the Blue Orions are not slaves. I never even would have thought that. They're just working for Tendy's family now. And working for somebody is not the same as being a slave. There's no way Tendy's family would treat them as slaves. So, no, they are not slaves. Joseph Barbato, double cheeseburger dressed like a Mac. Chicken Big Mac is trash. I like the chicken Big Mac, man. It was pretty good. I only had it like 2 or 3 times, but it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And yes, double cheeseburger dressed like a Mac, not a McDouble. Every fucking time I gotta say this. It's cheaper to buy a McDouble. It is. But I prefer a double cheeseburger because you get 2 pieces of cheese and 2 patties. With the McDouble, you get 2 patties and 1 piece of cheese, and the cheese to patty ratio is just not correct. Well, you can go home and add your own. You can't, because nobody can buy the same cheese that McDonald's has. It's not just processed cheese, which in the States is for some reason called American cheese. It's not just that. It's its own thing. It's also not thinly sliced cheddar. It's It's its own formulation, and it's really fucking good. So you got to get a double cheeseburger, and you dress it like a Mac. Mwah. Oh my god, it's so fantastic. But I don't want to talk about food right now, 'cause now I'm getting hungry. So stop it. But you know what pushes my buttons. You know that's going to get me talking about it. So you're evil, all of you. And I apologize for my dog snoring again. Gregory Brackett, did you happen to get a preview for the new fan home models? Thoughts? I did not. Didn't actually try. I didn't reach out to them to see, like when I reached out to Eagle Moss. I probably should, because I could continue my reviews of them, because they're essentially the same as the Eagle Moss ships, and I've got a shit ton of Eagle Moss reviews on this channel, as well as my personal channel. So got a lot of Eagle Moss stuff that I reviewed. So anyway, I would like to review the new ones, but I haven't reached out to them, and you know, it is what it is. Fleet Pal, I missed 20 to 26 episode seasons of Star Trek. I miss them a lot. As do I. It's a red alert when, activate defense things, intruder alert. Anyway. Noriko, soon we get Orion. Soon we get Orions and Orions and Oreos. Watch my word. Fleet Paw says blue Orions are immune to green Orion pheromones. The blue Orion women don't have pheromones. Yeah. And Tendi doesn't have pheromones either. I don't know if she was born that way, or if she had the pheromone gland removed, or whatever it was. But she doesn't emit the pheromones. Noriko, wait, we have blue Orion women too? Yeah, there would be blue or yes, of course there would be. That's a silly question. Freedom cheese. Yes. Fleet Paw. Food. Food. I don't have the sound clip anymore. I mean, it's there somewhere in the chat, but I'd have to search forever to find it. Fleet Paw says, play that beautiful sound effect, sir. I can't. I don't know. It'd take forever to find it. Like I said, I don't have. I never saved it. It's a Cerrito red alert. Subatomic particle analysis, growth rate prediction, quantum state resonance test. Don't you know? Molina 2 planetary medical database, search mode enabled, search parameters, instances of unexplained comas or medical cases diagnosed as Iracine syndrome, burning or during periods when Valerian telepathic historians were present on the planet. Oh yeah, I remember that episode of TNG. Anyway, sorry. The Scottish Nightmare. A blue Orion was shown in the TOS episode Babel 1. He was disguised as an Andorian and tried to kill Kirk. They're also in the animated series, and that's where the term or the name Orion came from, because the actor they got for the voice acting read the script and misread it and pronounced it Orion. I am an Orion. Like, yeah. Noriko, I mean, in Star Trek, there are species that have no women, and Riker fell in love with a unisex species woman-man one time in TNG. Yes, but there's very few of those. So you already know Orions have women. The blue Orions are also from Orion, but they're Orions still. It's just like on Earth. People have different skin tones. Like, white people, black people. So are you saying that black people, there's no black women? Of course there's blue Orion females. Anyway, Joseph Barbato. I thought the consistency of the chicken Big Mac was off. The burger Big Mac is nice and juicy, and the chicken Big Mac is very hard and crunchy. Something was just off. Well, you must have had a bad one then, because the one I had was scrumptious. The couple that I had. Anyhow, so yeah, back to these episodes. Yeah, they're both fantastic. So they're gonna. I don't grade them. I don't mark them or rate them on these lives. I do that on the live with Sam. So if you're interested in what you think, what I think of the episode is on a scale of 1 to 10, you have to tune into those. Like I said, for these 2 episodes, we'll probably do both episodes in one live, maybe, probably on Monday. I hate when they release 2 episodes at the same time. It just fucks with our schedule. But it is what it is. So yeah, that'll be on Monday. Generally, they're Fridays though. So the episodes come out Thursday night is my first reaction video. Then Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Trekyards channel. That's when we do our live, where we do a complete breakdown of each scene and look at the good and bad and talk about it and discuss it and point out, you know, it's a really good, great canon ship. They did a fantastic job. There's nothing wrong with it. Whatever. That's where we do that kind of thing. And that's usually Fridays. So bear that in mind. And tomorrow, like I said, there's probably nothing going on live-wise on this channel. But on my personal channel, tomorrow afternoon, if I'm bored, which I might be, I might jump on and play a game of Star Trek Armada Fleet Operations, which is one of the modified versions of Star Trek Armada 2, and play that live with you guys. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, go subscribe to my personal channel, and definitely make sure you're subscribed and notified, and so you don't miss anything. Same here. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell icon to all, and come join us for lives and that kind of thing. So yeah, do the things. But yeah, I think I'm kind of done chatting about this. Unless anybody has anything else they want to say about the episodes, that would be awesome. Yeah. Speak now or forever hold your pee. The Scottish Nightmare. Chicken Big Mac has been around for a few years in the UK. The overrated McRib is back now. I like the McRib. It is a little overrated, but it came back to Canada. I hadn't been in Canada for years, and it came back this past summer, and it was so fucking good. I got it probably like 4 times. But yeah, it is a little overrated, but it's if it's back, go have one. Joe Nerf Herder. I actually like Lower Decks. Didn't they say they are canceling it? It's not necessarily canceled. It's just not renewed. So it's just, this is the final season. It wasn't canceled. I hate that term because that's not necessarily the case. So, but yes, this is the last season. Been playing Black Ops 6 myself. Got to level 10. Nice. Donnie says, I love Canada the same way I love my United States of America. Noriko, I have to say, Talyn is getting into the friendship is great. I think she found out where she belongs now. Yes. That was really nice of her to go help Rutherford and actually fully restore the shuttle and then destroy it. That's pretty great. I like Talyn. There's a decided lack of her the last season. There's a couple episodes she would have been great to have her included in, but I think she's going to be in probably every episode of this season, would be my guess. So yeah, she's a great addition. And yeah. Anyway. I didn't mind Lower Decks ending with season 5. What an adventure. Yeah. Joe Nerf Herder says, I wish they would bring back the melt. Which melt? Donnie says the final season of Lower Decks is just beginning. Yes. Noriko. Also, I'm surprised they brought Tendi back into Starfleet pretty quick. Now, we've talked about this before too. Lower Decks does things very quickly. Generally, you'd think something's going to stretch over 2 or 3 episodes, but this is not Picard. Picard season 2 was fucking awful for that. Something should have been resolved in 5 minutes, or 1 episode, or 2 episodes, and it stretched it out to 4 or fucking 5 episodes, which is bullshit. Lower Decks doesn't do that. Lower Decks gets straight to the point. Same thing happened at the last season, actually the end of season 3, where Captain Freeman got arrested for destroying the Pakled homeworld. And then it's like, ooh, how long is this going to take till they rescue her? She was rescued and freed within the first 5 minutes of the next episode of the next season. All very quick. They don't mince words. They don't fuck around. They get it done pretty quick. So I think I predicted it would be in the first, 3 episodes, somewhere in the first 3 episodes. I was actually surprised it went into the 2nd episode, to be honest. So, yeah, that's one thing Lower Decks does really well. Joe North Herder, the rye bun is great for a Big Mac. Nice. Fleetpath said Freeman destroyed Pakled Planet. # justice for Pakled Planet. Sure. I was going to make some kind of Pakled joke, but I can't think of anything. Fleetpaw is smart. Fleetpaw will make us go. I don't know. The Treaty of Armins. Third-party arbitration clause. We can know... That's kind of all gibberish, but it's actually real words, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's fine. Okay. Listen. You've got to stop. What is wrong with your paw that you keep licking it? Is it sore? Anyway. Fleetpaw has a bigger helmet than you. That could be taken in so many ways, and I don't like any of them, if I'm honest. Anyhow. Anybody have anything to say about the episodes? Anything you want to talk about? Let me know. Yes, it's a vape. Get over it. It's fine. Scottish Nightmare. I find Tillin's emotional outbursts a bit much. A bit too much. Yes, they're dramatic and over the top. Noriko. It would have been funny taking Becky Mariner with us for 1 episode to see how our Mariner would have handled being a captain. Yeah, Sam said the same thing when we did our review earlier today, which you guys will see tomorrow. It would have been funny to have that last at least 1 more episode and then get things fixed. Fleetpaw. Usually the innuendo is the best way to go. Shannon Sullivan said, not enough. Moopsie. I don't even have a Moopsie. Which is weird. I thought I did. I thought my mother-in-law made me one. Unless I didn't. Whoopsie. I got a lot of tribbles. I got a whole basket full of tribbles and a glommer. The glommer makes sure that the tribbles don't breed. Fleetpaw would know that because he's been in this room, but he didn't look around because he hates me. I mean, okay, how many of you in the chat right now, there's 34 of you, how many in the chat would love to come visit Captain Foley and hang out in this room? This is like a guest room. This is where Sam stayed while he was here for like 2 weeks. Am I just staying in this room as a guest room? This is just one side. I mean, there's another side with more stuff. Who in the chat would love to come visit and see the ready room and actually look around? Raise your hand. Because Fleet Paw was here and he came in and he's like, so, and then he kind of, we left and it's like, you didn't want to look around and touch stuff? A lot of people would kill to be in this room. Fleet Paw didn't care. So everybody bash Fleet Paw in the comment section. I'm just kidding. Be nice to Fleet Paw. He's really nice. He's a really nice guy. I don't know what was on his mind at the time, but he was not interested at all in this room. Nor the library, which a lot of people really want to know what's in the library. So I have a series on my Captain Foley personal channel called Shelf by Shelf, where I go through each and every shelf and show you guys what's on the shelf. I don't know what Fleet Paw's problem is. He had the opportunity. He had a long drive to get here. Came in, kind of looked around, and then that was it. There's so much stuff. Like, a first glance doesn't do it justice. You need to, like, soak it in. Every time you come in here, you can see something different. There's so much stuff. I don't know, man. Fleetpaw says, I wouldn't be surprised if Talin is part Romulan. Whoopsie. Donnie says, gee, I love the final season of Picard more than the first two. Oh, yeah, anyway, everyone does. Fleetpaw, did your mill make you a moopsie? Mother-in-law, I thought you did. I thought you did too. She made moopsies. Maybe I just didn't take one. Anyway. Enrico, a lot of nerd stuff. Sign me up. Go subscribe to the personal channel as well then. The link's in the description. Fleetpaw's already shared the link. Go open it in a new tab right now. Go hit subscribe. Fleetpaw said, I saw the Glommer and the Tribbles. I heard them cooing. They don't coo. Well, they do coo, but they weren't on, so you didn't hear them cooing, so you're lying. Grant McGregor said maybe. BJ Turan says, it is one of the best on YouTube. Love your room. Oh, thank you. That's a great compliment. I really appreciate that. Ozzy says the room is moopsie awesome. I mean, I don't need a moopsie. I got a real life moopsie in the form of Lola. She's absolutely a moopsie. She even waddles the same. Scottish Nightmare, are we allowed to take a souvenir on the way out? Not take one, but there are things that I have like doubles of, or somebody had given me that I like, but I wouldn't necessarily have got for myself that I might, give away. So yes, but you can't just take one. And don't touch anything. You can look, and if you want to see something, I will get it down for you, but don't just randomly touch things. That's not cool. So Donnie says, beautiful. Joseph Barbato says, I'm actually trying to plan a trip to Canada next year. There you go. Ozzy says, I'd love to visit you. Mark Lawrence raised his hand. He'd like to come. Mark, you need to come visit. That'd be awesome. BJ says the library room is cool too. It is. Fleetpaw said there was a lot to do and not enough time. There wasn't. We had more than enough time. We were sitting on the fucking deck. And I'm like, let's go show you the house. Give you the house tour. We had time. We had lots of time. You could have spent like half an hour in here looking around, just chatting with us. I wasn't rushing you through the house. I was very disappointed. And I'm going to keep bringing it up. And then the next time you come, you'll be up here and you'll be looking around and you'll be like touching things. I'll be like, don't touch anything. And I'll get all mad. And yeah, no. Look, but don't touch. But I will show you stuff. There's lots of cool stuff. That's all I'm saying. Donnie says, I plan to visit Victoria again the time of the final week of November. It's the heart of supernatural British Columbia. It will be my first American Thanksgiving in Canada. Nice. Yet I will also be my second American Thanksgiving anywhere outside the U.S. Very cool. Fleetpaw shared the personal channel again, so click the link. Fleetpaw says, you don't know that Sam didn't turn them on to keep them company. I do know that Sam didn't turn them on, actually. So you're just making shit up at this point. Now I'm super doubly disappointed. Orions would love to raid you. Hey, as long as they're Orion slave girls, I have no problem. They can raid me any day. Ozzy will be drinking alcohol. Whoopsie. Fleetpaw says I blame Ontario traffic. Unacceptable answer. Unacceptable answer. And on that note,
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Did I say your fucking name, Alexa? No, I didn't. Did you fucking hear the audacity of that fucking Alexa? Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why don't squash balls drink coffee? Because they're already bouncing off the walls.
Why don't squash balls drink coffee? Because they're already bouncing off the walls. Funny. Alexa, tell me a Star Trek joke.
How does Spock make his favorite dessert? With a Jello mind mold.
How does Spock make his favorite dessert? With a Jello mind mold. Alexa, red alert. Red alert alarm sounded. Ship's deflector shields have been raised. Alexa, stop. By the way, I really apologize for anyone out there that has an Alexa, because every time I watch a goddamn YouTube video and somebody says Alexa, my Alexa goes off, and it pisses me off. So I apologize. We did consider naming it computer because it'd be so cool to just say computer and do things, but I say computer a lot reviewing Star Trek, so it didn't seem practical. A lot of people use Echo as well. That might be one that we should maybe change it to. I don't know. Regardless, it does lots of Star Trek things. If you didn't know, now you do. Ooh. Starfleet ship deployments. Don't look. It's all classified information for captain's eyes only. Gregory Brackett says, I just live over in Michigan. I have been tempted to come over to London Comic-Con. Do it. You'll see me with the TOS captain's chair. You can come meet me. That would be awesome. I love meeting you guys. Fleetpaw, Ontario traffic, especially out by Foley, is insane if you're not prepared for it. You think Canadians are all nice and stuff until you drive with them. That's not wrong at all. Donnie says, no apologies needed, Cap. I love the ALEXA devices. Area 51 says ALEXA. Did it work? No. Because I'm smarter than the average captain. I'm not going to fall for your freaking tomfoolery. Anywho. You lost count of how many times you got given the Canadian one-finger salute. Seriously? People were flipping you off? You must have been driving like a fucking American idiot. Just kidding. That surprises me, honestly. Usually there's a lot of, like this, the universal symbol for what the fuck are you doing? There's a lot of that. If you do that, you've done something wrong. My rule for driving is I will never do anything to anyone else that would piss me off personally. So it's kind of the golden rule. Do unto others as you expect done unto you, right? So I don't do stupid shit behind the wheel because I don't want to piss anybody off. And if it would piss me off, it'll piss somebody else off. And the funny thing about driving, no matter how good or bad a driver you are, the people that drive faster than you are maniacs, and the people that drive slower than you are assholes. So regardless, nobody's ever getting along. Do not take away a Canadians hockey pucks. I don't give a flying fuck about hockey. I hate hockey. So, Area 51. I hear Massachusetts drivers are horrible. Seen a few here in New York. Yeah. Well, London drivers in particular are a bunch of dipshits. It's kind of like a common thing here to go through yellow lights. So if I accidentally ever go through like a yellow light, it's happened once or twice, and I'm anywhere else in the world, I'm like, it's okay, everybody, I'm from London. And then it's, oh yeah, he's a fucking idiot. It's fine. That's normal for them. But yeah. Maddie Lynn is here. Hey, Captain. Hello. Fleet Pal, I read the construction signs, reduce speeds when required, and tried to keep it around 10 kilometers over when not in a construction zone. That's about, well, 15 kilometers over. 10, you're a little slow. You're going to get the finger if you're driving too slow. So, yeah, usually 15 kilometers over the speed limit is fine, because anything under 15 over, they can give you a ticket, but they can't take a point off your license. So anything over 15 is like 1 point off your license. Unless you're going like really fast and doing stunt driving or whatever, and then you get like your license taken away and your car impounded, and you get like 4 demerit points on your. It's a system. So anything under 15, it's still technically illegal to be going over the speed limit, because the posted speed limit is the posted speed limit. You're supposed to do that regardless of flow of traffic or bullshit. Nobody fucking follows those rules. Like the 401 is like anywhere from 100 kilometers an hour to 110 kilometers an hour in certain spots. Everybody drives like 137 kilometers an hour or more sometimes, and that's with flow of traffic. So it's one of those things. You just gauge the situation. BJ says in upstate New York, the limit is 65 miles per hour, but most cruise at 80 miles per hour on the interstate. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. Thank you for watching. This is the first of many. Each week we'll have one of these first reaction discussions on the episode. Next time it'll be one episode, so we can focus and get a little bit more drilled down on specifics of a particular episode. Having 2, with them releasing 2, it just pisses me off and annoys me to no end. So I wish they'd stop doing that. But it is what it is. I'm sure Strange New Worlds will do the same thing, release the first 2 episodes on the same fucking day, which is even worse because those are an hour long each as opposed to half hour. But anyway, we'll be here for it all. And yeah, when new Trek's on, look for me here on Thursday nights, and look for us doing a live review on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But not tomorrow. Tomorrow's the exception. We'll be doing our live review of these episodes on Monday next week. So tune in for those. But anyway, I think I'll call it there now because the dogs are getting a little uppity, as you can hear, because they know I'm signing off. But I'll see you guys next time. So thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great night. And be sure to hit that like button on your way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell icon so you don't miss any content, either edited or live from us. And also check out my personal channel where I do a lot of late night lives like this as well. So anyway. All right. Smart Smear says, I stayed up to watch both episodes, but was too tired to do both of them. Well, there you go. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great night. And I'll talk to you guys next time. The dogs are all uppity. Bye, guys. Hit this button and then this button.